How much does color matter in business? It turns out a lot more than you think. And I'm not just talking about big things like branding and logos, but little things like presentations too. That's because whether or not we realize it, the colors we use and the way we use them really mean something. Hi, I'm Kyla from Venngage. In today's episode, let's try to understand color theory in business and why everyday professionals like you and me use the colors that we do. The color theory. There are a lot of color schemes that we all use. If you've ever used a palette generator, it's using different color schemes to find different colors that go well together and are really pleasing to the eye. Think about some of the companies you know and the colors they use in their products, marketing, and even internal communications. Chances are they use one of these color schemes. In fact, chances are your company uses one of these too. Once you know what to look for, you'll start seeing these color schemes everywhere. At stores, in the office, or even on your own clothing. There are lots of factors that impact our color choices in the business world. For example, colors can have specific meanings, like a positive or a negative value in a presentation, or inputs and calculations in an Excel model. But even beyond this, colors are known to invoke certain emotions. For example, red can communicate urgency or importance, which is why it gets used to capture your attention, while blue can convey feelings of trust and stability, which is why it's a common branding color for banks. Yellow conveys excitement or happiness, and green is often about peace and nature. So, needless to say, the color or group of colors that you choose really matters. If I have to give tips around using colors for business, it would be, number 1, don't use any software's default color. It's tacky and indicates a lack of effort. Using them just makes it look like your report or presentation came out from a high school student. Instead, stick with your company's color scheme. And if you're looking for completely accessible color palettes, get it from a site like Venngage, which will not only help with color choices of your brand, but it will also provide professionally designed templates for business use, like reports, presentations, all kinds of infographics, and more. Number 2, keep color to a minimum. Consider the difference between these two charts. On this chart, the columns are of the same color, so naturally our mind puts them into the same group. But on this chart, the columns are all in different colors, which makes our brain work overtime to assign meaning to each color. It's stressful and makes an unpleasant experience for the audience. If we just reduce the number of colors on this slide, the slide would look a lot nicer. That's because our brain can easily categorize the columns and understand the overall message quickly. Number 3, keep your colors consistent. This applies to presentations, spreadsheets, and documents at the macro level, where you want to make sure your template follows a consistent theme. For example, if you use a color to represent a company or business unit in one chart, make sure you use that same color for all of the other charts, and ideally for anything else, not just charts. This kind of consistency is not only professional, but it makes it easy for the reader to quickly recognize information and data. And that's a wrap for today. Try using Venngage for free. Make sure to follow us on social media, and we'll see you in the next one.